The new trailer for Pokemon Sun Moon has been released, and whoa, have we got a lot to talk about. New Pokemon, new battle systems, and new Z moves. We'll be talking about all of these today, so make sure you stick around. First off, if you didn't know already, the region is called Aloha. As far as we can tell, it's a few different isles, islands, and things like that. So instead of one big region, it's a few different islands. That's one of the many big changes that they've made to the game this time around. With regards to Pokemon, they're bringing back some of the old classics, but of new reiterations. So it's kind of going back to the whole Darwin theory, the Christian, the Catholic, ones that already hated Pokemon are going to hate this even more, because we're seeing different variations of the same older Pokemon. For example, Exeggutor. As you can see by the picture, he looks kind of the same, a bit stumpier with a longer neck, and this one has grown a tail with a head on the bottom. Well, I think he looks a lot more like a palm tree in this one, so kind of giving off maybe this is going to be a lot more of like a hot, kind of tropical climate as opposed to just grassy areas. Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales. This one has not just changed its look, it's completely changed its type. It's now an ice type, well, for the Alolan region anyway, it's an ice type, and it knows a special move called Snow Cloak, which we're not entirely sure what that is, but it seems like maybe it could be hidden or something like that. Ninetales is ice and fairy, which is really, really weird. Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash, now ice and steel! And look how awesome they look. They just look badass. I don't care how weak the Pokemon ends up being, I want one of them. And that's all we know from the different variations of the older Pokemon. I'm quite happy that they stuck with Gen 1. They kind of figured that the next gen there's going to be Gen 2, Gen 3 and all that. But I suppose also with all the Pokemon Go people, that was all Gen 1. They're trying to bring that audience into this now. Now on to some new Pokemon! Firstly, Oricorio. We're just going to call it Oreo for now because it's a bit long-winded to keep saying Oricorio. So, Oreo, that's his name. Officially, that's what everyone's going to be calling him from now on, Oreo. They're done. Right. He has 4 different variations depending on what island you get him in, which is another really awesome mechanic. Firstly, they've got something called Bailey style. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But this one, as you can see, is a fire flying type. I'm guessing that Bailey style, that might be hinting towards the name of the island, although the different islands, instead of, how in Pokemon, Fire Red and Leaf Red, it's just Island 1, Island 2, and the very creatively named Island 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Island 4 is the best, it's the party island. Then there's Pom-Pom style, which is electric flying. As you can see, it looks a bit more like a poodle, this one, a bit more cuddly. Also, it's got pom-poms at the end of its wings. So it's kind of in a way sticking with that same kind of theme, because the first one, Bailey style, had that flamenco dress. This one is like a pom-pom. Payu style. This one kind of looks like it's wearing a Hawaiian dress with the leaves and its head and that. And surprisingly, this is psychic flying. I would have assumed it would be grass flying. Sensu style. This one, as you can see, it looks like it's wearing a Komodo, and it's a ghost flying type. And what we've dug up is a favourite of Kanto people. Today, this is some kind of place where different regions come to have their holidays. Kind of like people go to the Caribbean for a holiday, which is what I'm assuming is the region that it's based on. Next is Mudbray, the donkey. It's a ground type Pokemon, and evolves into Mudstale. You may recognise Mudstale because we got a glimpse at him at E3, and you can actually ride him, not him walk behind you, ride him through the Aloha region. Next is the Meteor Pokemon, Minor, who's a rock flying, and this is really interesting because apparently, as the Pokédex reads, when its HP goes lower than 50%, its outer shell cracks off and becomes like a lighter, quicker Pokemon, which is another new feature as it changes halfway through battling. Gumshoes, which evolves from Youngshoes, which we again met at E3, the weird name Gumshoes. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of Pokemon satire, as he does look a bit like Donald Trump. Like this video if you agree. Donald Trump, I mean Gumshoes, is a mongoose type Pokemon. Fromantis, who's a baby-sized sicklegrass Pokemon. Pink with a green hat and a green dress. There's quite a lot of dresses and clothing in this one. Not sure if that's the kind of style they're going for or what. Then he evolves into Lomantis, looking a bit like Milan when she dressed up for the matchmaker. Next up, it seems like they've actually replaced the gym leaders for something called the Tidal Captains. As far as I can tell, you just go around and beat each one of the islands. This time you're given 4 challenges to beat before you can face the Totem Pokemon. I'm not sure yet if you can actually catch these Pokemon or just have to battle them. However, Totem Pokemon can call in help from other Pokemon, making the odds of winning slightly less in your favour, unless you've got a really strong Pokemon. Also, Z moves. We can assume if anybody watching WWE is kind of like the Rock Bottom, or the Pedigree, or Socko, for any Mick Foley fans out there. Basically, a Z move is their finishing move. You can only use it once per battle, but apparently it's going to be a big kick-ass move. We don't know yet whether you have to get a certain amount of damage in, or I don't know, applause or energy to do your Z move, or whether it's just like Mega Evolution, you can just do it right at the beginning of the battle. And that is it for all of the new information that we've got so far. That's our reactions, all the information we've managed to dig up. Hope you enjoy it, and make sure you subscribe to Planet Mark for all of the Pokemon Sun Moon news, Let's Plays, awesome Pokemon stuff, hacks, glitches. Make sure to like this video, comment as well, what do you think of these changes? Do you think it's a nice change, or do you think it's just kind of moving too far away from the source material and not like a Pokemon game anymore? Interesting. Share it around, and remember to follow us on Twitter at PlanetMarkVlog. See you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.